Welcome back to our online isolation three podcast, just Dee Dee and I this week. Last week you weren't here, Dee Dee, but who went up and who went down for you, I guess?
Like for last week or this week?
Well, I guess this week over the last 2 weeks.
Who went up? It's kind of weird because he went up, but he was sent to the afterlife. I'm starting to like Jamil better
I can
for
see it, it
some
makes
reason.
sense.
Oh, it does make sense. Okay, I thought it was.
No, it makes sense.
And who went down? Man, I'm trying to root for Patrick, but I think he's talking a bit too much.
Talking too much about what?
Like he's like constantly bringing up Meg. I don't know if he's paranoid or if he's just trying to throw off her game, but it's becoming a bit much for me, I guess.
Were you paranoid in the second game you played?
Yes,
So
of
is
course.
there, like I asked this to everybody, like when they play the second time, how come people seem more paranoid the second time?
Because people know you, they know your game plan, so it's not as easy to just go in there fresh. And some people may hold grudges and stuff, so you don't know. So it makes you more paranoid.
Yeah, I do think the returnees are always just riddled with paranoia.
Days.
Yes, days for sure, one of the biggest ones. Well, I guess let's get into the episode. We will begin with Nick and Jed in the afterlife. What are your thoughts on these two in the afterlife together?
I think if they work together, it can work out. I like them two together because they're both smart to be in there. It couldn't be a better pair to be in the afterlife to try to use them in their advantage because I think they're really the only ones that really know how to do it besides Meg. So I think it'll be good for them.
Last week we kind of talked about they may not be the best social players, though. Do you think
Oh
that could
no,
hurt them?
no, not at all. Not at all. I completely agree because they would have lost me the first episode.
So you like their plan, though, like to make each other high no matter who comes to the
Yeah,
afterlife.
yeah,
Do
I
you,
like that plan.
do you think they can trust each other though?
I mean, they have no choice really because like they don't know who sent who. Well, and if they do know, I mean, like it's not one of them. So I would just say to work together. I don't see a problem with them working together.
So then we also have like there was this big talk in the first chat after the afterlife of like Patty and Ian and Anthony and Deani, I think. And Anthony and Patty think everybody's playing it too safe. Do you think everybody's playing a little too safe?
About that, it's like okay, I get it. It's online survival, like that's online survival, but this is supposed to be a social game. I don't like how it became like strategic over the seasons. It's like no one wants to get to know each other. Like
True.
that's why I this is I'm trying to be PC, but I never liked Anthony because one, he's talked too much, then two, he's extra for no reason. And then when he's extra, he's like a bad extra. Like it's just amount of extra, but it's like too much. It's like he's trying too hard. Like the show Fred from Nickelodeon, How to Do with also his voice and like crazy things. It's like he's trying to be funny and it's cringe.
Can't say I've ever seen Fred, so I don't.
Yeah, well, it's cringe. You wouldn't like it.
I mean, you did. Would you say you played a safe game in the first go round?
I was actually playing socially until like the last few nights. So basically I got to where I got to because of my social ability, in my opinion. I don't know if anyone else thinks that, but my opinion, I think that's what helped me.
Well, what do you think Anthony and Patty mean by playing it safe then?
People are tiptoeing around like when they're getting asked questions or when they're not opening like when they're not open like they are, or if they're just sitting there, sitting back, just watching, being quiet and stuff, like how they tried to call out in, I think that's what it was.
Ian, yeah.
Hold on one second.
Oh, we have three panelists tonight after all, for a second.
But yeah, like the way they tried to call out in, I think it's the fact that people are not like open, like they want them to be open. And you can't do that. You can't force somebody to talk when they don't want to talk. Like some people are just observant people and they don't need to say anything to figure out what they need to know. I mean, yes, you should watch out for them, but don't like bring it up all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. I can see both sides, honestly, to that one. So, Anthony, he does talk a lot. What do you think about him saying he is targeting Jamil, which turned out to be true at least, but
I think he already got his revenge. I don't I would watch my back because it's Jamil and Jamil is really smart, but it seems like he's not really gonna worry about it, but then again, he could be worried about it. I don't know, because Anthony is all over the place, so it's like hard to know what he's gonna do.
do you think he should have targeted Jamil this round? Because, Jamil
No,
was the monkey paw the first round.
not too early, no. But
Why do you,
like not too late either because that's how I fucked up. So
oh,
so
getting at Alex?
yeah. So I wouldn't say this early. I would, even though he did like, how did that go anyway? Like, did he even pick Anthony or did Anthony just happen to be the bottom two?
Yeah, she chose four people, and Anthony and Jed were the bottom of those four that he
But it
chose.
wasn't even his fault, really. It's just like it was your social game, bro. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, um, we touched upon this already though, but this is when Patty was also asking about Meg. Do you think it's paranoia or do you think Patty's just trying to find a target?
I don't know. Patrick is confusing me. I'm like, is he paranoid? Because Patrick, I don't think he's the paranoid type. But then again, he always bringing up. He's like he was reminding me of what Q was doing. And Q was like, "Oh, it's Meg. It's Meg." And Meg was like, "Hey, how you doing?" Or like when I was towards, I forgot her name, but the other one that was on Online Survival.
I don't remember.
It was me, Alex, and it was one more person.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Oh yeah, her. Like when I was targeting her, but I wasn't targeting. But it's like paranoia. I don't know if it's paranoia on his part. It's confused. I don't know. Patrick is confusing. He's very complex. I can't.
I will say though that in the past, in that first game, it does seem like Patty likes to have a target that seems to like drive his game because at first him and Carrie with a K were clashing, so that's
Mhm.
why he wanted to take out Carrie, and then he promised he would take out Meg, so that's why he was going after Meg. So I someone also mentioned in the comments, I do feel like Patty's just trying to find a target.
Mm, yeah. I don't think it should be Meg.
You think they should work together?
Yes, because not saying they know the game better, but it's like it's so opposite that it could work. Like you have crazy side of the spectrum, then you have like stoner side of the spectrum because I can't see intelligent because she's like under the influence. So you have both spectrums, and it's like they can just work together on different ends.
I mean, I do agree. I do actually think it would be an interesting duo if they could just get along and they could just not
Mhm.
have paranoia about each other. But with these returnees, as we see in these games, they always can't get that trust for each other going.
Yeah, people don't know how to move on.
No. Well, Meg and Miguel met each other for the first time, and they seem to hit it off pretty well by the end of the episode. Why do you think those two get along so well?
They're both smart. Um, I don't know why. What is like he reminds me of Jake in a way.
Oh, that's why you think they get along so well.
Yeah, I don't know. Meg is just recruiting for her mafia, and he seems the only level-headed one in the game. So
Do you think Meg's doing a good job of recruiting for her mafia?
no, because she's getting power driven again. Like not power driven, but like she's getting too many people in the mafia, and it's gonna come down to like usually when you have alliances from like watching the past episodes, I don't know if it's normal like this anyway, but usually the big alliances never win. Like no one in the Big Alliances win. So I think she's a little bit like overcrowding her mafia right now.
Do you think Miguel is the one she can trust though?
Yeah, he seems like the only one that's truthful besides Jamil, but Jamil was like slick with his. Um, yeah, because I at first I was like, I think Miguel would win, but then you got all these twists and turns, so I don't know now. Thanks, Nick. But I think that's a good person to work with because he seems like the only level-headed one, and he knows what he's doing, and he has experience. So it's three things.
Are you doubting Miguel's winning ability now?
Because I don't know how things are going to turn out, Nick. Because you always changing stuff. It's not him, it's you. You're the problem.
Like what exactly?
Like you got these twists and turns, like, oh, now they gotta vote for who they want to be the monkey paw person. Now they're not doing rankings anymore, and it's like all over the place.
Well, no, it was still rankings.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was
Okay,
just I
okay.
was just trying to be more clear to them that people that are ranking high is going to be the higher players. The people that are ranking low is going to have the monkey paw. So
Okay.
I didn't change that, but you know there will be some twists and turns coming. Of course,
Yeah,
there's always some
mhm.
twists. So also in this conversation with Meg and Miguel is Jamil and Liana. They have a strategy session. Did you gather anything from their strategy talks?
What was it again? I have
The
some
main
topics.
points were that they shouldn't send Patty to the afterlife because he wants to be there, it seems, and that he might
He's
cause
smart.
havoc. And they kind of gather that Anthony tells everyone what they want to hear.
Oh yeah, that's what I wrote last week when I was like, he's a kiss ass. I put it on my notes right here. Kiss ass. Like, where is it? Yep. Right there. He says what he wants you to hear. I picked that up from the jump, and that sympathy doesn't work. He's doing too much. Like, but yeah, I think it's a good plan. However, Miss Liana told Patrick, and I don't think that was a good idea. Like, if you're going to be on one side, be on that side. Don't go jumping like that. I don't.
Like that.
Yeah, like that. What do you call them? Slimy, oily, or whatever.
I mean, what side do you think Liana's jumping from?
I don't even think she's jumping. I just think she's like trying to be neutral-ish. So, well, she is jumping. She has to be jumping, but it's like she's going back and forth. So it's like she's boomeranging. I guess that would be a better term for it.
So Liana did tell Patty that they're keeping Patty in the middle because they're afraid to send him to the afterlife. And she also told Patty that Miguel was the one with the monkey's paw that nominated him in the last episode.
Was he the one with the monkey paw?
He was, yes, he was the lowest person last week.
Oh yeah, I don't understand why would she say that either if she has this alliance with Miguel. So I don't know what she's trying to.
What do you think Patty should do with this information?
Use it to his advantage. Like, I think he should, unfortunately, use Miss Liana for his advantage because she's going to tell everything. So he can just befriend or make an alliance with Miss Liana so he can get his information. And then he can do his usual Patrick ways and mess with other people and get more information. That way he can add it up and put it all together and stuff. But I think she'll be valuable to his gameplay.
There was more tattletelling in this episode though, because Deanne was telling Meg that Patty was asking about her a lot and that Patty was being paranoid.
I don't think that's, well, yes, I do. Yeah, that's true. But I don't think Deanne had an alliance with Patrick though.
Yeah, I guess not. But from Patty's point of view, I mean, Patty thinks Deanne is Dee Dee, so
She could never be. No. I don't know. I see why Deanne would tell Meg that because her and Meg are like, I don't know if they've spoken, I don't know if they said it, but it seems like they're an alliance. So I understand why she would tell Meg that.
there could be something to Patty thinking Deanne is Dee Dee though, because She's been power player 3 times in a row.
I ain't never been power player this early.
True,
I
but
was
you have
never.
the tied record with DeLeon and Alexia 4. She's just 1 away from tying already.
um, I don't know. Usually when they start off at the top, it's not good.
Where do you see Diani's game right now?
I like her game. Dave said, she does remind me of me. She reminds me of Aspen. When I saw Aspen playing her game or whatever. That's who I see. So I think she's playing the sprite. She looks and sounds exactly like my sister. Like same voice, same everything. I closed my eyes and was like, is that my sister?
Interesting.
It didn't really click until her name is
Maybe she
Diani.
is a long lost Dee Dee sibling.
Yeah, like, right. Is Diani Diera? I was like, I gotta ask my dad some questions.
Uh, so then Anthony has a conversation with Jamil, gets Jamil to admit that Jamil had the monkey's paw in the first round, which probably just made Anthony want to go after Jamil harder when he heard that.
That particular part of the show is when I started liking Jamil. He was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's me. It was me. I'm like, oh my gosh, he is so funny.
He was trying to hide it, but he didn't do the best job at the end.
He couldn't hide it. There was no way of hiding that.
So you think he just should have been honest in the end?
No, I don't think he should. I don't think he should have said anything unless he was asked. Like he did it perfectly fine, actually, because like sometimes people forget things. So I guess he was thinking about it and said it. But I don't think he should just go in there and be like, "Oh, I had the monkey's paw," like Anthony did. That's stupid.
Where do you see Anthony's game right now? He said he's all over the place, but he got what he wanted. He wanted the monkey's paw. He wanted Jamil out.
I don't see. Well, they see it now. Like the first episode, I was like, I don't understand how they're not finding his bluff right now, because he literally says the same line in every single chat with different people. I think he said it to everybody now, except for Jed. Wait, no, he said it to Jed too. So hopefully they'll act on it due to the fact that they finally realized after 3 episodes that he's the yes man. I know I was called a yes man before, but he's the yes man.
Now, in this episode, he used Patty as like a sounding board.
Oh, what now?
Like a sounding board. Like he was giving, Patty asked him about all his thoughts on all the players in the game, and Anthony gave that to Patty. What do you think about these two as a duo?
They're both all over the place, so I don't think that's gonna work. If it does, I'll be highly surprised, but I don't think it's gonna work.
I think Anthony said that Patty is savage and he wants to use Patty for Patty to get all the blood on his hands rather than Anthony get the blood on his hands, even though he kind of has Jamil's blood on his hands now.
That's the funny thing. Anthony is thinking he's like the puppet master, but Patrick really doesn't care to be like he will like get the blood and wipe it on his face like this probably. What was that dude name in Survivor? He'll probably do that.
Scoopin or something. Was that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
So then we had Jamil and Diani meeting for the first time, and Jamil wanted that juicy gossip from Diani, which Diani didn't seem to like. That Jamil wanted the juicy gossip on their first meeting. Any thoughts on that conversation?
I think that was smart of her. Like she picks and chooses who she wants to tell information to, and that's good to do. I think she only tells Meg, and it wasn't Miss Leona, was it? Was it her? And she told 2 people some information. But I think she's going about it in a smart way. But then at the same time, I think people are going to realize her plan too.
Who do you think has the best plan right now?
Whew. Right now, I think Miguel. I don't think anyone is targeting Miguel, and he's like an alliance with one of the powerful players, and it may benefit him in the long run. Like he can hide behind her until like she's gone, and he might be lost then. But until then, just hide behind Meg or something.
Nick chose to haunt Meg. It seems like Meg is even recruiting Nick from the afterlife. Do you think?
Meg and her addiction. It's like when she gets
You
one, she
think
has
that's
to
her
keep
addiction?
going. Oh goodness. I don't think that was a good idea. I personally, only from a game plan, because people take this by heart. I personally don't like Nick. I don't even think I wrote any notes about him. Oh, last week I did. I said he's bipolar. Oh, and I knew he was gonna get eliminated. So yeah. It's like 1 minute he's like open, and then the other minute he's like closed, but it'd be with the same people. So like,
Yeah, I think he feels more comfortable with certain people. And I think he's more comfortable in like smaller groups rather than bigger groups.
okay.
Do you think he should have chose Meg to
Uh,
hunt?
why did he choose her? I didn't
I
know
think
his
'cause he was
reason
just
for this.
starting to like him or like her in the last episode.
When they hunt them, they're just talking to them, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. I think that would it could be good because Meg is like top player. Is she top player or was she in the middle? I can't remember. I'm not here.
She was in the middle of this episode.
Okay. So she's like neutral in the middle, whatever. And I think he can, based on watching everyone's, Meg seems like she's the one with the most experience in these types of games. Just from my opinion, I don't know if she is, but I think that was good on his part to, try to hunt Meg just to see, like, read her mind or something, read her brain, pick from her brain.
Yeah, this is her third game.
Mm.
The other returners, this is only their second. So do you think that Nick and Meg can help each other? Do you think Nick is good for Meg's game or
No, no,
no? You don't think he's good as another number for Meg?
no. Meg needs no more numbers. Meg needs to stay where she is right now. She needs nobody else. Like, too many people is going to be too many problems.
Let's see what else happened. Well, Anthony did have the monkey's paw. He nominated, well, he had two choices. The first choice was nominate 3 players and not be able to rank in the next round, or nominate 2 players and he would lose his soul. It'd be harder for him to return to the game if he's ever sent to the afterlife. Did he make the right decision?
Yeah, if he wants to win.
Yeah, he also got his target out with 3 nominations and not 2, so did
Yeah.
work out for Anthony.
I don't know if it's going to bite him in the ass though, because Jamil, he looks like the type to, get what he like, return the favor. He looks like that type. You're muted.
Oops, sorry. Do you like his nominations of Jamil, Ian, and Leanna?
Yeah, because I think he likes everybody else, or not really, or they're irrelevant to him. So I think, yeah, that was a good choice of him. His main choice was Jamil. That was great. And who's the other person gave besides Miss Leanna?
Ian.
I can't remember who Ian is.
He is quiet.
Okay. I think that's why he put him in there, right? Because he was quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so that was good choices.
Now, Diani, Patty, and Leanna were the power players in this episode. Were you surprised those 3 were the power players?
I was surprised Patrick was the power player and Meg was not.
Do you think it's because they're just still trying to keep Patty away from the monkey's paw?
Oh yeah, that could be. Yeah. That's the reason then.
So we had a moment where Leanna said she was sick of Diani always being a power player.
I am so good that she was like spotted that. No, I don't think no one else spotted it. I'm like, she's been a power player for like all the nights and nobody is
The
saying
entire game
anything.
so far, yeah.
Like she hasn't dropped once. I'm glad because at first glance, you don't think Miss Liana would know how to play this game like this. And this is her first game. So I'm like, oh, she picked it up. So she is like in tune with it. But she did watch our season. So
Sure.
she should know. That was a good analysis from her, observation from her.
Do you think she should do anything with that thought?
Yeah, but I don't know how because Diani is close with Meg, so you can't use Meg. But Miss Liana wants to be close with Meg, or I don't know if she is already, so you can't do it that way. She can probably go the Patrick route, but Patrick is somehow obsessed with Diani for some reason. So I don't know how
Because
she
she's one
would
of your
play that.
siblings, apparently.
Yeah, true, true. She's my little sister. So I don't so I don't know how she would go about it. So maybe she could, oh, but Anthony talks entirely too. Anthony gonna say, yeah, we're going for Diani. So I don't know. I don't know if who she could work with. I have no idea.
So Jamil does get the boot in this episode. He goes to the afterlife. Overall thoughts on him going to the afterlife?
It always seems like as soon as I start liking a person in a game, they go to the eliminator, go to the void. It's always something. The same thing with Manu. Like, what is
Well, you always love Manu.
I like eccentric. I like weird. I like corny. I like it's funny to me. So I didn't want him to go, but I kind of knew he was gonna go. He was the better choice to go for everybody.
What do you think he needs to do in the afterlife with Nick and Jed?
I don't know if they would work with him, but like if they had to vote, I would. I don't know if they would let anyone in back into their. I don't know if they would let anyone into their plan or whatnot. Probably not. I wouldn't. But somehow he can convince them to let him into a plan or something like that, or he can like, even though it probably won't work because it's 1 to 2, he can rank them lower and maybe they would rank him like neutral, like a 3 or something, and it would balance out. I don't know how the dance goes in afterlife.
Well, any thoughts on this episode I didn't touch upon?
Hold on 1 second. Oh, I wrote down Anthony said something about Jamil said 3 people. I forgot who the 3 people was. I didn't write the people down. But 3 people were going against each other. Like who were they talking about?
He said what? Oh, that Jamil. I think he was saying Meg, Patty, and Miguel.
Oh, okay. Um I wrote how did Meg and Miss Liana get low? How did they get low? It's a good question.
I don't remember exactly who started rating. I think because Diani started rating Meg low just for shits and giggles. Because she
Oh,
wanted to like change things up and try and give Meg the monkey's paw or something.
usually when people do that, they mess up themselves. Like every time somebody's going to try to switch it up or do things for the hell of it, it backfires. So I don't think she should have done that. And being that Meg is like in cahoots with her, that was pretty slow. I didn't even realize she did that.
Any predictions you want to make for the next episode?
Oh my God. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I think Jamil is going to like I think he's going to take over the afterlife. I think he's going to be seen as like the moderator of
Like
it.
Chris last season.
Yes, I think he's going to be like Chris. And Anthony, I think he's probably in trouble, but not to the point where he would get eliminated. I could be wrong. I don't know. And for Miss Liana, I think maybe she would slip and tell someone how she realizes Diani is always at the top and no one is noticing. But I think it may backfire on her. Well, that's a coin toss for that one. It may backfire, it may not. I don't know.
Who do you think might have the monkey's paw in this next episode?
Ooh, who's left in the game? Miguel, Diani, Anthony, Meg, Patrick. Is Ian still in the game?
Yeah.
I think it'll either be Anthony or Anne, because like you have the opposite. One is extremely talkative and one is not. So I'm gonna try to get rid of those. Or Diani if Miss Diana tells someone and they pick it up.
Who do you think might be power players?
Probably Diani, Patrick.
You think Diani's
Yeah.
already going to tie a record?
Yeah. I don't know. It's the only way I see Diani games getting messed up is if Miss Liana somehow convinced people to turn on her, because she's likable. Like she's hippie, she's laid back, chill, all that. So if Miss Liana, Diana's fate in the game depends on what Miss Liana does.
All right. Well, any final thoughts or predictions?
I'm trying to think. I still think Miguel is gonna win? I don't know.
You're changing your winners pick?
Not yet. I'm gonna keep it Miguel. And probably next week I may change it.
Interesting. All right. Well, thank you for joining me. Hopefully we'll have more people next week. We shall see. Until next week, though.